Hola Joel, ¿cómo va? Es el Soul River este. River Plate. Así que voy a pasar ese lugar. Pero si vos siempre te hace dormir la música, me decís. Future, me duerme la música. Música siniestra y se pone a dormir, pibe. Inexplicable. ¡Sí! Yo te pasé varios temas y vos te dormías.
This city once teemed with the life of my kind. Could it be that other clans had suffered the same fate as mine? In his madness, could Kain spare none of his brood?
It was not Kain, but Duma's own arrogance that brought the downfall of his clan. These are human weapons, Raziel. Believing themselves invincible, Duma and his offspring failed to see an attack coming from the least likely assailants. Complacent in their arrogance, they were taken by surprise, allowing the human vampire hunters to decimate their ranks with little resistance. The few that escaped have been reduced to scavengers.
Por un cofre. Vos tendrías que jugarte al Blood Omen 1, que es el primero. Y esta secuela. Aunque ahora tiene remaster de Survival 1 y el 2 y los puedo jugar en Xbox. Este es el remaster. ¿Ves? Puedes cambiar los visuales. Está para hacer a Dreamcast también. Estás buscando en el juego. No, estoy explorando todo el nivel antes de seguir. Esto yo creo que lo tenías que mover. Oh, hi, Slap. No, I need another block. Oh, there's purple light in there. What? Well, what are you writing, Slap? Oh, you can't face through this. Thrown into the asshole. I see. You have to shoot the block there. Oh, I think I know. Okay. Motherfucker. There we go. Named Shaman, formerly first couple Allah. They're gonna quest for a mermaid dragon queen, a dwarf made of bushy light, a dogman, and Master John to defeat probably this minister. Of course, take over the astral realm. Well, that sounds pretty creative. Remember, I can't push blocks here in the spectral realm. I think I just have to push the block there. Give me a second. We have to push the block the other direction. I might need the block there. Alright. So yeah, the Chick-fil-A here, so it's just oh, that was easier. Duh. Have to go back, that's gonna make it a lot easier. I like how that one just died. Can't remember this. You have to... You have to get the blocks to the other side, if I recall correctly. So you can jump across the other platform. But yeah, this is the penultimate level of Soul Reaver, by the way. We're pretty close to the end of the game. Okay, so that's 2. Obviously that's not enough to get up there. I need more blocks. Aguante poder cajas. ¿Qué? ¿No te gusta esto, capo? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think you have to leave it here. Dejate, uno es F, capo. Nunca es F. ¡Ajá! ¡Toma! Tipazo. Tipazo soy. Esto. Listo, lo convertí a pedo y lo hice bosta. Usá la palanca, Raciel, la puta que te parió. ¿Qué pensás de los gráficos? Este juego se ve en 99. Esto conecta con la parte anterior. ¿Por qué no una OLED? ¿Por qué una tele de tubo? Es una blanco y negro de tubo. ¿Pero cómo que blanco y negro de tubo, capo? Aguante por acá. Pero ¿por qué odias eso? Dios, el segundo nivel de este juego lo odiaría porque una mitad no dije nada más. Oh, entonces te va a encantar ese otro nivel. Ajá, como un ascensor. Lo interesante es que este nivel casi no tiene nada de combate. Este nivel es puramente rompecabezas y plataformeo. El nivel anterior, bueno, no digo nada. Pero me encanta la variedad que tienen los niveles, es lo único que voy a decir. Mucha variedad. Nivel de cajas. Pero te gusta, vos te gusta mofarte, Pero juegazo por. Bien. Pero subite, pedazo de pelotudo. No llega. No llega como la selección. Ok, eso fue muy oscuro. Perdón, yo... Tipazo, escalón de todas maneras. Soy hijo de puta. Joel, no te enojes. Joel se enojó. La puta madre, ¿por qué me mandó a hacer ese chiste boludo? Joel, ¿estás ahí? I think I need spectral for that. Yeah, I definitely need spectral for that. I still remember that. I was like, what happened? It's like, oh yeah, you have to drop here, and then you. It's kind of funny how you start to remember things as you play a game. Oh my god, te pillaste hoy. Pero Joel, ¿no escuchaste el chiste que hice antes?
My brother Dumas, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
Qué bueno. No había alcanzado a llegar a una plataforma y dije... No llegué como la selección. ¡No! 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 ¡Ah, no! Espera. ¡Uy! ¡No! ¡Qué boludo! Me adelanté con el chiste. Estoy destruyendo Argentina.
Come to save my soul, prodigal brother.
Not to save it, but to take it. Your only salvation is release.
Pero sacale la estaca ahí. Ahí vamos.
Unbound at last. I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Dumas. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in limbo have honed my strength. Not even Kain is my equal.
Even the strongest vampire is vulnerable.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Deja evitar que te toque con eso porque si no quedas estuneado. Uy. Puta madre. No lo puedes matar con ataques normales. No, acá no era. ¿Va? Puta que lo parió. ¡Opa! ¡De puta madre! Concha de la gloria. Por supuesto que... Pero la... Bueno, no puedo hacer... Ese ataque que gira te gira un círculo y te saca un montonazo de vida. Y ahí está.
Consuming Duma's soul empowers you to wind a constricting band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
¿Qué pensaste de eso, Joel? Oh yeah, this originally led to the next level. Esto ligeramente conducía al siguiente nivel y después lo cambiaron. Hicieron muchos cambios interesantes con Soul River 1.
innermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
¿Estás ahí, Joel? ¿Dónde están las cajas? No, capo, ya está. Se acabaron las cajas. Ya no hay más cajas en el resto del juego. Bueno, creo que no hay más cajas, no estoy seguro. O sea, no cambia la música. Supongo que tiene que cambiar la música. Se quedó atascado con la música. Y cierto. Che, ni siquiera cambia cuando cambio de región. Se quedó reatascado el tema. No sé qué pedo eso. Qué rarísimo esto. Es la primera vez que me pasa este bug. Estoy intentando hacer que... No, en serio. Está re maldito el juego. No, no cambié el tema. ¿Qué pasó? Es la primera vez que me pasa este juego. Lo redice. ¿Pero por qué no? ¿Pero quiero reiniciar? ¿Qué es el tema? Este vaso. No, pensé, es muy maldito esto. Está muy curreseado. ¿Por qué sigue el tema? Y ni siquiera cambia cuando vas de... Viste que hay dos planos. No cambia ni siquiera cuando voy al otro plano. Se mantiene igual. No, boludo. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué sigue el tema? A ver, tengo que hacer algo, tengo que ver algo. I have to go tengo que ver uno de los glifos. A ver si eso hace que el tema cambie, porque esto ya es muy maldito. cambia. No cambia. Ok. Voy a sacar... voy a reiniciar. Che, pero también está música bugueada. Está haciendo la música de nivel material en vez de espectral. Che, se rebugueó la música del juego. ¿Qué carajo pasó? A ver si cambia de tema. Ok, está transicionando el tema. Ah, ok. Ok, ya se arregla la música del juego. Estaba rara la música del juego. Ah, tenía combate también el juego. Ah, Capo, ¿por qué te mofás de este juego? Ya sé que lo odias, pero tampoco para tanto. No lo odio. Oh, y otra vez. Puto de mierda. Hace 13 horas la cuenta, Buen trabajo, Twitch. Necesito una más. Contexto. ¿Qué quiere decir contexto? Ah, siempre me rompe la bola lo... Hay una invasión de... ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces, Raciel? ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? Hermano. ¿Qué le pasó? Brother. ¿Qué haces? Juro que no estoy haciendo... A ver, voy a jugar con todo. No, se quedó atascado. What the fuck? Te juro que el juego normalmente no se buguea de esta manera. No sé qué carajo pasó ahí. Hacer un clipeo o algo. No, boludo, la mufa que estoy teniendo de este juego. Miralo, es una caja. ¿Qué era la caja? Es un bloque, no es una caja. Déjalo ir. No, no lo voy a dejar ir a Raciel de la caja. Traigo bug. Este temón, escucha este temón. No es una caja, es un bloque. Todo le dice block muscle. Máxima capacidad de magia aumentada. Ya guardo el juego porque este juego está comportándose raro. cambio de tema. ¿Por qué cambió el tema ahí? Refrescar la página de Twitch. Voy a acordarme cuando me faltan dos piezas de salud. Que son del principio del juego. Una del principio del juego. Ok. Medio raro eso. Si pudiese acordarme, creo que una era en el nivel de Zephon.
Furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
Sí, este es el remaster.
In the
¿Ves?
bowels of an inverted clockwork, the tormentor awaits. Be wary, Raziel. Those blind with rage are by destiny ensnared.
Ya sé dónde tengo que ir, yo solo estoy intentando coleccionar otra de las piezas que me faltan. Este juego es como Metroid, prácticamente. Metroid con vampiros. Metroid 3D con vampiros. Ya se escapó. No, there was nothing here. Yeah, I think one of them was... one of the health pieces was in Stefan's. Is... I know there was a magic amplifier in the Citadel, but I don't fucking remember. Ah, la puta que te parió. Guess we're here. It was behind one of those. Whoa! What's happening? What the fuck happened there? I'm missing 2 pieces to get full health. One of them I know I missed during the Kain section, right before I faced Kain. I don't fucking remember exactly where it could be. Because you can get to health level 2 before you face Kain for the first time. So I know I missed one part very early on. And then there's another part that I don't remember that I think was on Zephon's lair. But fuck me if I knew what I missed. I already got that part. Got that part. What the fuck? I'm gonna go to the human citadel to see if I can find at least the mana amplifier. I'm gonna go to Malkaya's first. There has to be a whole piece there that I missed somewhere, and I just don't fucking remember. I'm gonna leave the final level for the next stream. I'm just trying to remember at the moment. It's just where the fuck. I'm gonna go to the human citadel. There has to be something I fucking missed. I don't remember. I am restless as a master chief among his sergeant. Oh, you missed an earlier bug when it was after I completed Duma's section. I learned it wouldn't stop playing the Ruined City, the material version of the Ruined City. It just wouldn't stop. I would go to different areas and would still keep playing the same song. I would go to the spectral and we would keep playing the material version of the song. It would never fucking stop playing that song, no matter what I did. And then at one point, Rasmus just started running into a box. Well, what are the blocks? Oh shit. Wait, why did he die? I just jumped! Why does jumping kill them? Duma could no longer persuade by his glad choice. No, I was gonna go to sleep. No, I'm gonna finish the game. Fuck it. I don't think the last section is pretty long. I think it was kind of short. I think. I don't remember. We'll see. Waka Wolfenstein. Serious question: will you name server one to all-time favorite PS1 game? No. No, that's a very easy question for the answer. It isn't. My number one PS1 game used to be Resident Evil 3. Nowadays, I would say it's my second. And my number one, which was originally my number second, is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I think it's funny because I'm like, no, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 isn't that good. And then I go and play, and then before I know it, I already spent like 8 hours playing the game. It's like the only PS1 game that has that kind of effect where it's like, nah, it ain't that good. Boom. 8 hours. Oh. It's been 8 hours. Man, I remember when Tony Hawk used to be really fucking good. Pro Skater 3 on PS2 is fucking excellent. Practically perfect game. You know. What? I don't know anything. Open wide! Okay, I'm going to hell for that one. Man, those lips look a little weird. Okay, no, that's the last one, I promise. If it was Resident Evil 3, I'd be like, fair enough, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2... Yeah! Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or Soul Reaver. Not 3. The one I have on my top is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I mean, PlayStation 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 is even better. Like Symphony Night is also in my top 10, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, man, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is just incredible. Look. I'm not fucking with you, I just really love that game. That game is fucking addicting as hell. I plunged myself into the goal in the spectral and I watched with the grim's satisfaction as Cameron Wallace spread his supple cheeks for me, going me to it. And the other goes, watch all of them. What the fuck are you doing, Ratio? What the hell are you doing? Ratio, what the fuck are you doing? So how was your day? Oh no, wait, you just woke up. So, excuse me. Oh, you can't open that gym? Okay, never mind. I see what I have to do. This was what I had, I guess. Oh my gosh! Holy shit! I guess, like, what the fuck happened? I'm glad you're safe. What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Wildfires were in Canada. What the fuck happened in Canada now that there's wildfires? Oh, I forgot to push the block down. Duh! I think the tiredness is starting to get me. Need to push the block first. Arms making stupid mistakes. I need to push the block there. No, it's I have to push the block there, I think. Let me try. Have to put both blocks right there. Ash started falling from the sky. What? Literally Silent Hill. The first Silent Hill game. What the fuck? But reality wasn't supposed to be a Silent Hill game. Push. The gas leak happened. Manifold gas pipe. Holy shit, man. Push this to the pool so I can move all the other blocks. There we go. Go. I don't know why I was running into the wall there, but fuck it. Go. Flip this. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm reacting. I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, holy shit, man. No, what am I doing? I need to first flip this. go. Wow. Wow. I did the vulnerability bullshit. What's it trying to? Thank the Lord there, man. That kind of shit is fucking is I don't know how to put it. Actually, I don't know. Saying lucky it feels cheap. You know, it's outright fucking blessed. The second time in 20 years. But how come they couldn't find a thing? Couldn't they smell the gas? Oops. Oh, I see. Stop firing against the door, Raziel. Oh, that's why. Oh, the side effect is different. We picked them up at the spectral room. I never noticed that. Fuck. ¿Qué haces, Tita? Oh. Alright, see ya, man. ¿Qué pasa, Tita? Espera, Tita. Subite. Subite, Tita, la puta madre. Dale. Ay, Dios. Te estoy jugando de Soul Reaver ahora. Carajo, abrí. Te estoy jugando de Soul Reaver, te odio en serio. Oh, this door, duh. There we go.
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors.
What the fuck?
Was Mobius the
Kain.
sorcerer of the Circle of Nine, a ruthless
just
manipulator with the power to bend.
I literally
Since his
keep
murder at Kain's hands,
dying.
these caves have stood vacant, though, like Mobius himself, they are rumored to be only a facade.
Oh, yo, I
a
missed it.
larger, more elaborate complex. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
Please clip that. That was too good. I never had a bug like that before. Oh god, that was too funny. Since Microsoft Russia. Yeah, sadly, many such cases with Halo. To be honest, I'm surprised the remake isn't completely broken. By all accounts, it should be a lot more broken.
This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the time streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
I literally didn't remember. It just started fucking around with that. Yeah, it sort of makes Asha's way, you know, how good her comments sounded. Take on a different note. If it's just done so people wouldn't suspect. But with Sunset Xbox, the idea is to eventually transition to PC. I'm pretty sure they don't want to fucking lose all the money they made from Game Pass, right? I remember solving this puzzle the first time on the Sega Dreamcast version by complete accident. Like it just started running around. Like, I don't think I even looked at the loads, it just started spinning around or something. I don't know how the fuck I even did that. It's like how he died again. The big question is if they're actually trying, if they're gonna do a new Xbox console or not, because there's still, you know, all the rumors of, you know, there's gonna be a handheld Xbox, and then an actual like proper Xbox that's gonna be like a enthusiast PCs, you know. Pac-Man's niche. I would say Pac-Man's still pretty popular. Man, I wish I had more space. Oh, Rayman's back? No, I'm meant to push. Yeah, we're about to finish the game, by the way. con Z, digámoslo con... Go. Oh boy, is Razio going to reap the souls? My favorite part was it's really that he reaped all over the place. Truly, this is the legacy of Kain. When Razio stood outside the sanctuary clan, seeing all of how it went to shit. Truly, this is the legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. I really felt it in my soul when he said that. That was like, wow, this is the greatest game of all time. They do have the Dead Shall Rise because it was based off the comic, but no, I guess that was too hype.
In this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
These were originally videos and now they're rendered in-game, which is pretty nice because you can use the remaster visuals on them.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold? Impossible. This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
Yeah, yeah, that's what Neil did. That's what Neil did. She also helmed Uncharted and wrote the script of The Last of Us. You know, two little games you might have heard of.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come? This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
Keep these visions in mind. They're important. I'll explain them in a sec once I'm done with the game.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago.
Shall be the end of your legacy,
We
Kain.
each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
We're cutscene, right? Fuck. And that's all Reaver 1.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
And yes, that's the
Where
ending.
time is but
That's how it ends!
a loose
This is one of the most
stitch into
infamous
the
endings
universal cloth.
in video game
A
history.
streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
So, remember those Chrono Class visions? Those scenes were actually cut content. See, Soul Reaver 1 was supposed to have a lot more content, and they basically had to cut about the last third of the game. It still ended with a somewhat open ending for a sequel, obviously, but it was actually a conclusive ending regardless. Like, it still left the door open for like Soul Reaver 2, but not in this. Literally, just abruptly just stops the way this does. It's one of the most infamous endings of video game history, and all of the voice lines of what was supposed to happen still exist in the game's final release. And Soul Reaver 1, as a result, is one of the most well-documented games in terms of its development history. Oh, look, Tim Willits. Hi, Tim. Anyways, it's one of the most well-documented games, to the point it has a site to document the cut content called The Lost Worlds. Oh, hi, Ryder. It's... Oh, hi, Gemini. Really talented people here. But what can I say? It is an infamous ending. There's no way of putting it. It's astonishing. It's a lot of the reason it was cut was because of technical limitations of the PS1. Set free and smoke pits. I wonder what they use as Soul Reaver 2 track for this. Oh, it's because it's created for both games. There's the two Halo names there, Frank O'Connor and Matt McCluskey. Oh, now he changes to the track of the original game. Okay, that's nice. That's a little... Frank O'Connor anyways was fired, or what left. Wow, they include Sega Dreamcast and PC. Billy Mitchell! Holy shit! Okay, look at that, Glenn Schofield. This is one of his first games. Really Exactly, that's right, we're gonna cheat, Bishop. Yoshi Nakata was Japanese Kain? Holy shit, I had no idea! But yeah. Okay, so those visuals, like I mentioned before, were all cut content. So let me show you this. Originally, there were supposed to be multiple levels. The original idea is that the human citadel was not a bonus area; it was actually meant to be done. And you had to instead go to this undercity. Instead, the way the second fight with Kain did it is you absorb a piece of his soul, and this gives you shift at will. It allows you to shift at place, but without the read of a portal. And this will unlock multiple areas. And this will allow you to gain access to the undercity. You had to fight this priestess possess people, and once you obtain, I don't think I'm gonna play all of this. Maybe on the next stream. But all of this is basically cut content, and you will basically have to face off against the priestess. After facing off against the priestess and obtaining the possession ability, this will allow you to gain access to Terrell's territory. You was the last of Raziel's brothers to fight, and once you kill the once you kill Terrell, you will then use the smokestack to gain access to Kain's mountain retreat. And this is where it turns out that you're actually supposed to get elemental Reavers. These were necessary to progress. And the final fight would involve hitting Kain with all of the elemental Reavers. Before then, Ariel will show up and sacrifice herself so Raziel could actually kill Kain, which is why you see that vision of Raziel striking down Ariel. And then Raziel absorbs Kain's soul, which is why his Reaver is black and red. That's the Amplify Reaver, which will encompass all the abilities. and then you would have gone. And then you would have gone into what was it? You would have gone into the pinnacle of the Silas Cathedral, use the amplified Reaver, and then unlock, kill all of the vampires in Noskov, which is where the game would end. Before then, Razia would realize that that was a terrible mistake. So this is a smokestack. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a stream of that. We'll see. The retreat is actually pretty brief, so I can actually show it off. They actually included what was done with the Turel's fight, which can't be finished, but still pretty cool. The priestess is there, but she has seemingly no AI, while Kain doesn't exist here. Oh no, this is where you got in. This door would have opened once you had all the Reavers. This led into the warp gate. There was also another cut ability that when you killed Turel, you would got an amplified force. You know, this, but which allow you to access certain doors in his level. But yeah. And there was also one more glyph that was got the spirit glyph. Which causes a vortex of energy to show up and absorb everyone's, kill everyone and absorb everyone's soul. The glyphs themselves worked a little differently in that sunlight did not kill vampires like you saw. It instead blinded them. Sound actually killed vampires like sunlight did, but it did no damage to humans. And stone did not actually petrify, it only stunned them. Like set them up, you know, for a finishing state. And the order which you got the glyphs was completely different. Like, just to give you an idea, the sunlight glyph you saw yesterday was one of the last glyphs. It's the last glyph you can obtain. In the original Interdicted Order, the sunlight glyph was the first glyph you could get, not the forest glyph. The forest glyph was one of the last glyphs you could get. Along with sound, which sound is like the third glyph you can get. Just to give you an idea how different everything was. The fourth glyph was also located on a completely different section of the game. It was on Rahab's territory, and you required shift at will to get it. Probably because it was designed around being able to be used on on the smokestack where you can knock vampires off into lava and water. When that area got cut, the force field basically lost points, a reason to exist. So they changed it to, well, if you have, you know, if you have the first one, the first if you can obtain. Sephon came before Kain. The Silent Cathedral level came before the Sanctuary of the Clans. This is the final boss fight. The idea here is that you would have to imbue the Reaver with elements. Here's the bells. This is where you imbue the Reaver with sound. Fire. I almost clicked the floor. This would have been stone. Because each of the glyphs basically had a Reaver example. Sunlight isn't very clear. It's presumably it's probably meant that you would have to destroy one of the windows here, and that would have caused sunlight to pour through, and you would have to imbue the sunlight with that. This might have been water, sort of a fountain, and that you imbue the Reaver with water. And spirit, that's when the Ariel came in. This room isn't finished. It was supposed to have like the exploits of Kain from Blood Omen 1. Like I'm guessing like his suits of armor and weapons and stuff. The Sarah texture isn't finished, but this would have directly connected to the pinnacle of the Silent Cathedral. This would have connected directly to it, the final area of the game, which isn't included this in this remaster, but it's part of Defiance Remastered. Texture isn't finished, but holy shit, the architecture is pretty imposing, to say the least. That last shot with Raziel with the red and black Reaver would have basically been him connecting to him going to the pinnacle of the Silent Cathedral. That doesn't connect to anything because, like I said, the area doesn't exist here. But yeah. I thought it would have been the end of the game. This game is crazy ambitious for the PS1. Yeah, also the day and night cycle you saw, that's in this remaster that you can turn off, that wasn't in the final version of the PS1 version. That was intended as well for the PS1. And yes, day and night cycle will also cause it so the sunlight would turn off, so you wouldn't be able to imbue the rear with sunlight or be able to knock enemies into sunlight. They remastered brought it back, which I think was pretty cool. But again, it's just insane. The fact that it still managed to maintain is still like 2/3 of what they were planning in is astounding. But yeah, I guess I could show you the forges. This one was in place of the Fire Reaver forge you saw earlier. They were half territory. He actually got replaced. That was where there was the Water Reaver forge, and that was later replaced with the Fire Reaver forge. Reaver Forge. This one is pretty early, as you can tell. Russell does that animation because the idea is that he would hit like a bell, and that would imbue the Reaver with sound. The Sunlight Forge is here. I think the Reavers were also supposed to be obtained in the same order as the glyphs, in the sense that, well, you require different things, but you obtained the Reavers were available in the same order as the glyphs. The different requirements, obviously. Some would be available before the actual glyph counterpart, and vice versa. But I think it was that. This is the originally intended Fire Forge, meant to be in Raziel's clan territory. This one actually works. Here's the Spirit Forge, which is meant to connect to the city. Interesting, I can't imbue this with Spirit. I know you can do this in the February build. And this, of course, is the Stone Reaver Forge, which for some reason isn't in this build, but you can see it in the February build, which was located where Duma's clan territory was. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the E3 demo. Maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow to cover the extra content. But yeah, that was Soul Reaver 1. It's an amazing game, but it's a shame that that the last third of it is cut so short, because it really steals the narrative of its intended twist ending impact, and I feel it would have added a lot of it as a game, especially the way the Reaver was balanced. You didn't have Reaver executions. The idea is that the Reaver itself could not actually kill anyone. You would have to imbue the Reaver with an element, and that allowed it to actually kill vampires, which seemed a lot more interesting than we got. Because I wonder if part of the reason Soul Reaver 1 is so easy is because it was balanced around the Reaver not being as powerful. Like, you would have to go around, pick up the upgrades, and then you would go more and more powerful. The Spirit Reaver being one of the last you could get, but one of the most powerful, because all you needed to imbue the Reaver with that was just a random soul. Whereas with sound, you needed bells, which you would only find in the Silence Cathedral. Water is, well, places water. Fire, you see every now and then there's a torch or some, excuse me, like a bonfire or something. Sunlight, shafts of sunlight here and there. There's not that many. Stone, maybe the random stones you can find, maybe the random rocks you can find. But my point is, you have been fairly limited. You have been fairly few pickups here and there. So the Reaver wouldn't have been as powerful, and I get the feeling that the executions came as a result because they were in the June 1st build. When the elemental Reavers were cut, the Reavers still didn't have any capacity of executing. I think it came as a result of, okay, how do we make the Reaver, not kind of suck or not be kind of pointless, and the execution was the solution they came to, which works relatively well in the sense that you have to be at full health. And with powerful enemies like the Trilliums, when you lose the Reaver, it becomes a problem. You have to have glyphs, otherwise Trilliums can be an absolute pain in the ass. But again, it's stuff where I'm like, I wonder how this played out when the Reaver required other stuff. Also, the place where where I entered the Oracle's cave, that's where you went into Terrell's clan territory. The Oracle's cave was linked inside Duman's clan territory, and they shifted them to the sides. It's kind of interesting, really. You can find coverage of the February build on YouTube. There's a lot of extremely interesting stuff. The levels here are actually more updated versions than the ones from the February build, but they're not like, except for the retreat, they're not so, at least from the little I've seen, not so, holy shit, they're virtually unrecognizable to the February build. The forces themselves basically did not change whatsoever, as far as I can tell. Like really subtle changes, like the spectral realm lighting being different. But yeah, um, that's not to say that these more updated versions suck. They're still really cool. It's just there were more subtle updates here and there to the level design. They're still very similar to the stuff we've seen in February, from what I remember. I'm gonna play these versions first, and then maybe we'll later check out of the February build. I'm not sure if on stream, but just saying. Um, the mountain retreat was the area that got updated the most, because in the February build it was barely started. The retreat was the final level to be added in, and the pinnacle of the Science Cathedral only existed in layout and not in art until again probably March. I have no confirmation, but I think all these cut levels are basically the as far as they got for like March of 1999. But anyways, that was Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver 1. It's such a interesting little game. And Soul Reaver 2, I'll say, is it paid off on the kind of awkward setup that Soul Reaver 1 ended up. It paid off, I will say. I think Soul Reaver 2 had the best story of a Legacy of Kain game. That I'm gonna play Soul Reaver 2 next. It's incredible in terms of a writing perspective, from what I remember. But I feel like as a game, Soul Reaver 2 is a stark downgrade from the first game in a lot of ways. It was meant to have a lot more content that it got cut in half, basically, unfortunately. Um, uh, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about Soul Reaver 1. It's an excellent game with a phenomenal audio video presentation. It has great dialogue and voice acting, really good writing that unfortunately, because of the cut content, is kind of crippled at the same time. Blood Omen 1 ends on a way higher note than Soul Reaver 1, just by virtue of having an actual ending, but even then, the last few hours of that game are extremely intense. Soul Reaver 1s feel like they're leading up to something, because that was the end of the second act of the game. The fact that Soul Reaver 1 is so fun and still memorable with one less of a third is still a really good indictment on the game itself, I think. But anyways, this is a really good remaster, I think. It at least works fantastic. Even if you don't care for the remaster visuals, it works really nice to support all the little quality of life changes, which is just high frame rate, proper widescreen support, uh, and proper analog controls for the camera. It's just those three things alone, it just makes Soul Reaver 1 infinitely more playable and smooth than it's ever been. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys, and see you next time. Tomorrow, where I'll probably stream the cut content from Soul Reaver 1, maybe even the E3 demo, because I haven't played these levels. I'm actually curious to how they differ from the original intended levels.